Hi everyone, welcome to the Raven Wolf channel, and today we're going to be finishing reading the chapter 2 of the Mayan Factor, Path Beyond Technology. So there's only 4 pages left and I think we can get them all done. So let's see. Of course, I had the page all ready and stuff, and here we go. All right, the beginning of the most coherent of the extant Mayan text, Popol Vuh, the book of the community or of the common things, though written after the Spanish conquest, contains some interesting clues. Here we shall set forth the revelation, the declaration, and the narration of all that was hidden and revelation, and at the same time the declaration, the combined narration hit of grandmother and grandfather, we shall bring to light, because now the Popol Vuh cannot be seen anymore, in which was clearly seen coming from the other side of the sea. The original book written long ago existed, but its side is hidden to the searchers and to the thinkers. Great were the descriptions and the account of how the sky and the earth were formed, how it was formed and divided into 4 parts, how it was partitioned, and how the sky was divided. And the measuring cord was brought, and it was stretched in the sky over the earth of the 4 angles, the 4 corners, as was told by the Creator and the Maker. And the mother and the father of life, all created things. He who gave beneath and brought, she who will birth to children. He who watched over the happiness of the people, the happiness of the human race, the wise man. He who meditates of the goodness of all existing in the sky, on the earth, in the lakes, and in the sea. Similarly, in another text, the Annals of the Coquicals is written, from the other side of the sea we came to a place called Tulan. 4 places the people came to Tulan. In the east is one Tulan, another in Silbai Bay, another in the west where we came ourselves, and another is where God is. Therefore, we 4 Tulans, and setting out, we arrived at the gates of Tulan. Only a bat guarded the gates of Tulan. Then we were commanded by our mothers and fathers to come. We, then 13 clans of the 7 tribes, the 13 clans of warriors. Wow. From these cryptic descriptions, several things immediately attract our attention. First of all, these are descriptions of the coming into being, a passage from elsewhere that is described as the other side of the sea. Is this other side of the sea an actual ocean, or is it a metaphor for a galactic sea? Secondly, there is a mandalic description, whether of the 4 Tulans or the 4 part divisions of the sky and the earth. What does this actually describe? Is the measuring cord by which the center determines the relation of the 4 corners or the 4 directions also refer to the Kuksansun? Then there is reference of the 13 clans of the warriors of the 7 tribes. These are key members of the Mayan matrix. 13 representing the movement of the all things, represented 20 times, yields 260, the harmonic number of the soul skin of the galactic matrix. 7 is the number of the mystical centers. 6 subtracted from 7 is 1, the number of unity. 6 added to 7 is 13, the heavenly harmonic of movement and totality. 7 added to 13 is 20, the factor combined with 20 which creates the harmonic module. The number located at the 4 corners of the soul skin of the harmonic matrix are 1 of the beginning of 13 at the end, and 7 to the 2 intermediate corners. Wow, that's pretty cool. In these descriptions of origins, we are actually dealing with the code language of the Subuya, describing the passage via the Kuksansum to the earth. Is the four-part mandala of fourfold Tulan and description of a primary harmonic pattern which genetic and other information could be transmitted intact? To the 13 clans and the 7 tribes represented code language for the recollection of the galactic matrix? Does the grandmother and the grandfather in other Maya and Mexican texts describe as the dwelling in the 13 or the highest heavens? Represent the benevolent commanding intelligence in the system from which the Maya, or at least the Maya information stream, originated? If the Kuksansum, like a resonant galactic walkie-talkie, could be the transmission agent of the information necessary to transport the Maya as high-frequency synchronization scouts for a system outside of ours to our planet, Earth. It is also bear resemblance to the Hopi Sipapu, described as the tunnel of passage leading to and from the different worlds. The Sipapu is the thread of lifeline not only linking galactic core star systems and different planets, but linking different worlds eras as well. Thus, one of the world's era closes and another is about to begin. The Sipapu is the passage showing the way. Following hypothetical route of resonance transmission between the galactic star system, we could find that the Mayan information theme implanting of the planet perhaps as early as 3,000 years ago, if not earlier. Setting about the purpose of gathering information about the Earth in relation to the Sun, the Moon, and the rest of the solar system, the Maya observed, adopted, interacted, and assimilated, always maintaining communication with the central headquarters. When the time ripe to leave their calling card, the brilliant heights of classic Maya civilization, they went about in the precision, artistry, and total aplomb. Since they were still in communication, the Kuksansum, with the galactic core, Hunafku, a mathematical system, arrived already fully developed. Following observation and adoption of the new planetary system, the 20 key hieroglyphs would have then been modified accordingly. And following the completion of the mission, the correlation of the planetary cycles of our solar system, which the galactic frame of the harmonic matrix, the key agents will have then returned whence they had come via the mediated lens system of the Kuksansum. In this way, the mystery of the Maya may be accounted for. Given the scenario, there is a genre of sculpture that the Maya left behind in Quirigua and also in Palenque, which depicts humans or human-like figurines in positions that show their feet slightly akimbo, as if soaring or floating, ascending or descending, coming into being or going out of it. The most famous of this is the figurine of the tomb lid of Pacal Voltan of Palenque, in which it appears that tree of life emerges from the figure's abdomen of the solar plexus. Yeah, I'm going to read that again. The most famous of the figure of the tomb lid of Pacal Voltan in Palenque, in which appears that the tree of life emerges from the main figure's abdomen or solar plexus. Is this tree of life actually the Kuksansum? Far more intriguing are two figures from Quirigua, which without a doubt was the most brilliant intellectual center of the Maya. Interesting also is the fact as the most brilliant of the Maya centers, Quirigua reached its pinnacle of artistic and intellectual achievements in the final stages of the Bactun 9, AD 790 to 830. One figure on the massive stone altar on Sumarf O, Kirawa, possessed a fantastically grotesque head, a phenomenal headdress, and otherwise human form. In its right hand it holds a handle of some kind. Behind the body is a large organic enclosure consisting of 3 ovals and a circular disc, in which are inside smaller circular forms. The position of the leg, arm, and head is turned sideways. In particular, with the figure of the appearance of a soaring or floating. In another related sculptures at Kirawa, on the equally monumental stone altar of the Sumorf P, only the feet and the lower legs appear humanly recognizable. The rest of the body, which appears as if might almost be seated, disappears into a maze of strange but organic structures. Facing the altar of Sumorf P is the sculptures of a contemplative seated figure holding a scripty. All of Kirawa figures are accompanied by a wealth of hieroglyphs. The Palenque figures is adorned in the tomb by the deceptions of the 9 lords of the underworld. What is happening? Are these deceptions of their either coming into manifestation or subsiding back into the vibratory field of the Kuxansum? While the current standards, all of this may seem to be speculation, while hieroglyphics are on the firm ground and dealing with a harmonic matrix, the 1320 harmonic module, commonly called the soul skin. By turning our attention to this intriguing and comprehensively unique piece of evidence, we shall penetrate farther into the galactic mystery of the Maya, diviners of harmony. At the same time, though our understanding of the soul skin, we ourselves may come to divine the purpose of Maya in coming to the planet. And that's all. That's the last page of chapter 2. Yay! So we finished chapter 2. Yeah, I wanted to show you these pictures again. I don't know if you can see. The Hunapku is in the middle, in the center. But yay, we finished up chapter 2. So I guess I will start chapter 3. Maybe later today. I'll upload it or something. And then, here, let me see. Oh, it's gonna start getting very interesting here, you guys. There's a lot of numbers and stuff here. Yep. All right, so maybe I can read a few pages of chapter 3 in a later video, but pretty interesting, huh? So let me tell you, the chapter 3, the name is called The Galactic Masters and the Number of Destiny. That's chapter 3. So this was a short one. So I will talk to you guys later, and happy Sunday in Lakesh. Bye.